What's poppin', y'all? Oh boy. Oh boy. It's like Chief Keef's legacy as well as his comeback, which he was really heating up after Almighty So 2. People enjoyed that. Looks like it's gone just like that with a snap of a finger. I just snapped my finger. I didn't want to pop your eardrums, but imagine me just snapping a finger. Plot or click, whatever sound it makes. Because Bad Baby just exposed that he was with her when she was 16. And he was 23. So I'm going to run you guys that first clip. And she slipped up and said it, and they kept that in the video. So keep in mind, they have to go through production. She tried to cover her mouth, but they could have cut that part out. So she didn't want that part cut out. So I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
So you used to date Sosa. What was that like? I'm asking because he's from Chicago.
I wouldn't call it, we wasn't like me and Levine. Like, I just used to go over there and hang out, get f***ed, hang out. I'm a real ass bitch. Like, you know, that's what it is. I remember one time he was like, I can't have any bitch over here, but I still call you over here. And I was like, oh, you been having every bitch over here? Like, I was like sick.
Yeah.
I took it personal because I was young. So I was like, oh, you been having bitch over here?
So you just be swapping them out?
Yeah. But I ain't saw my baby daddy out. It's been 2 years.
That's not a long time. Talking about swapping them out. This is around the time you start swapping, about the 2-year mark.
No, I swap after like a month. I'd be tired.
How long did y'all fuck around for?
4 years.
That's a long time. That was your man. You ex.
I got with somebody else and then left them for him.
For a little situationship.
So for 4 years, she was messing with Chief Keef. Apparently, she was getting ran through by other dudes in that time span. He was running through other chicks at that time span. But this is an absolute nuclear bomb. And we've been getting hints of this for a very, very long time. It's just you never really know who to trust. You don't know in what capacity they're hanging out. Because, for example, Lil Yachty was hanging out with Danielle Bregoli, Bad Baby, for a while as well. And Lil Yachty never did anything with her as far as we know. And I believe Lil Yachty didn't do anything because I have so much respect for Yachty, and I've gone in on Yachty before, just musically, but also some antics. Like, obviously, I'm not really too fond of the nail painting thing. I didn't go in on him for that. But it was more so music stuff. But I have so much respect for the guy because he's got a brain, and he's got he's got a brain, and he's not going to do something like that because he knows it would jeopardize his career. He's a smart guy, but he worked with her. He's friends with her. He's defended her a couple of different times, tried to give her advice, and of course she wasn't listening. So we know he didn't do anything with her, and that is what always comes into the conversation with anybody else, because you see her with a Trippie Redd, you see her with a Young Boy, you see her with a Chief Keef, and your first thought is probably, okay, something's happening here. But there's always this looming plausible deniability that the rapper has, or what we have, where we're like, but they could be working on music, or maybe she's just kicking it, or maybe she's just trying to clout up because she's in the hip-hop space and she's making rap music at that time while she was around them. So maybe that's it, and it wasn't just her getting smashed, because you're probably thinking like, yo, there's no way these guys are grown adults smashing this underage chick and she's posting it and they're letting her post it and it's just rocking out. But the first time I would say when we first got an expose was in 2023 by Chief Keef's 34-year-old baby mama. And she posted, and this is Slim Danger _back. I don't know if this was the one that was wearing the fake Christian Dior slides, the grimy one that was on No Jumper as well. But she said, bad, tell them how Keef got you pregnant while you was a teenager. This was in 2023. And people were like, nah, this chick's a hater. She's doing press. And this is the thing. It's not that people are trying to defend Chief Keef, but they're, of course, more inclined to defend him when they see this baby mama that's older, of course. So she's probably jealous of Bad Baby for being young and lit and rich when she's older, ditched by Chief Keef, has a kid by him, and she's going on No Jumper and bringing up drama. And this is the same era that Selena Powell and her friend were doing clout move stuff on No Jumper and on social media in general. So there was a lot of incentive for them to fake this type of stuff. So people weren't too sure. But then that same year, we got more information, which is Bad Baby following up on it. And she says, wait, I'm mad confused. 20 and 27 is weird, but 30 and 37 isn't? Calling someone a PDF isn't just something you say to troll or talk ish. It's disrespectful as F. I can't stand the MF, but I'm not the type of person to let someone's name be ruined with lies. Dead that ish. And she's talking about Chief Keef in this situation, and she was 20 and he was 27. But keep in mind, she was messing with them in this video that I played for you guys earlier with Ari. She said she's been messing with them since she was 16 for 4 years. So she said 4 years. But now she's saying, oh, 20 and 27, like they just met, they just linked. That's the first time. Nah, even though apparently nowadays on Twitter, 27 and 20 is hell, night and day. Like you're talking to a newly fresh college junior and you're into your career. What do you guys even have in common? Regardless, she also had a bunch of tattoos of Chief Keef, which is the crazy part, and she exposed this that same year. Like 2023, a lot happened. So I'm gonna play you guys that clip of the tattoos that she has of him.
I heard you have like all your exes tattooed somewhere.
So I have one guy that managed to make it 6 times. Or five or 6.
He's been honored on your body 5 times.
Yeah, so I have Chief Keef's birthday, his last name, his name, his nickname, and his, like, I have CK on my ankles, then I have his last name right here, and then I just covered his birthday up here, and then I have So on my ear, and then I have Keith on my wrist.
Oh, damn. Why'd you cover his birthday?
Because I'm sick of his
Okay, but you're keeping the other one.
No, I'm getting them removed.
Okay.
I am just, like, tired of being delusional. I'm so over it. Like, I just remember, like, my best friend Salon, like, told me, like, she was like, you know what? She's watched everything. All the hard times. She's been there through all of it. And she just, every time she says, you're not going to listen to me.
Keep in mind, remember she was like, oh, 20 and 27 is weird, which insinuates, or people are likely to assume, okay, so you're guessing you just started dating or maybe a year ago. But there's no way you got the guy six times on your body from what? From just starting dating? Okay, I mean, I wouldn't put it past Danielle Bregoli to do something like that. She's unhinged enough to do that, but it's highly unlikely, even for somebody like her. And then she goes on to talk about Chief Keef beating her towards the end of last year because LV, the guy that she's with currently, he's put paws on her multiple times and she's exposed it. But then when she reconciled with LV, and part of the reason they had issues was because she went to Chief Keef that evening, and she says she just slept over Chief Keef's crib. But then she says on Instagram, to make LV feel a little better because y'all want to keep trolling, y'all got this man arguing with me for sharing my recovery journey, and now y'all want to make jokes. He's not the only one who has put hands on me. I have only had 3 men I took seriously, and all of them put their hands on me. Is Youngboy one of those? Because in this video, she says she dated Youngboy with Ari. So is he doing that too? I mean, we know Youngboy gets down like that. We saw him dragging that girl, Jania, I think, down a hotel lobby or a hotel aisle or hallway. 3 men I took seriously, and all of them put their hands on me. But in the video, she also says she didn't take Chief Keef seriously. Maybe I am the problem. Yes, you are the problem, bad baby. My ex, quote unquote, did this to me September 2022. So September 2022, that's around the time when she was with Sosa. But in this video, she says that Sosa wasn't her ex. So did Sosa... Now, we already know it's bad enough. This is my question, actually, because I need to ask you guys this. Is it worse for Chief Keef to have put hands on an adult bad baby, or for him to have never put hands on an adult bad baby but have smashed an underage bad baby? These are the questions we need in intro to philosophy classes or intro to ethics classes nowadays, because I'm not certain which is worse. I feel like rappers beat the woman beating allegations all the time. Not even allegations, the incidents all the time. But the underage thing is ugh. But Chief Keef seems to have done both, because later on in this interview, she opens up about it.
One for you.
Man,
In love.
I used to get out the bed at like 4 in the morning. He'd be like, make me some pasta.
Talking about what kind you want? I'm gonna go down there now.
Man.
Red sauce or white sauce?
No, one time, he hate red sauce. He hate red sauce. But I think it's that shit. He think you gonna put period blood in it.
Boy, let me tell y'all something. Ladies, whoever, if you're eating the pussy, it doesn't matter if you eat the pasta. Okay? The fuck? Like, it's already in your fucking mouth. The pussy, the ass, everything is there.
It's there.
Who did you go through, the most stuff with?
Levon.
Yeah, didn't even need to ask that question. Well, between him was probably Sosa, because y'all was together for a long time.
Well, Sosa drugged me through a glass door. We used to get up in there, I ripped 3 joints out, don't give a fuck. Yeah, I got scars from that shit. Like, hold on.
Y'all used to be fighting too?
Do you see this shit? Like,
Now what y'all was fighting for?
I came through and broke the door. I didn't give a I was young. I used to just, I don't know.
We need to put you in some anger management.
I
Dr.
be
Phil
chilling.
couldn't help her. I'm gonna get her though.
I be chilling. If you just don't fuck with me and I be chilling, I'm gonna break your door down. But if you fuck with me, I'm gonna break your door down. But then he got up in there with me. He drugged me through that motherfucker.
Chicago niggas is stopping to play, okay?
No, why are they so sweet at first and then they go like, it take like a quick, like real quick.
Little turn.
Like, and then it be like, whoa, how did we get here?
Have you talked to more than one Chicago nigga?
So in this part, she talks about like, oh yeah, you know, like so we were like a close friends with benefits type of situation. But then Ari says, nah, you were dating that guy. And she talks about how he beat the brakes off of her. I sincerely, with my right hand to God, believe that Bad Baby is the type of female, woman, girl, whatever you want to call her, individual, because it's not just women that do this, let me word this as carefully as possible because our words matter. She is the type of person that will continuously escalate a situation up until the point where your only choice is to either run away or to handle her physically. Now, depending on the level of impulse control that the man in this situation has, he may just grab her, pick her up, throw her outside, or grab her, pick her up, leave her outside, and then maybe take some bite marks or some scratches from her. Or if you're someone that has less impulse control, perhaps someone that feels very, very disrespected, somebody that came from O Block, where Lil Reese, his homie, we saw him piece up a chick like it was a fight in the middle of Budokai Tenkaichi or something like that, Dragon Ball Z fighting game, where they just hit a combo. When it's someone from that background, they probably feel so disrespected that they just see red and throw hands back. And that's what, because she said she broke through the guy's door. So it's not even like she was insulting him, yelling at him. She broke through the door. And then she says, I'll be chilling. Don't mess with me before, or I won't mess with you. This is the language of somebody that is a loony. She's a nutcase. She's insane. And the only solution for somebody like this is to stay far, far, far away from them. But, you know, you guys aren't going to listen to that. Yeah, there's probably a crazy chick like this you're dealing with, and you will continue to deal with it. So I just throw that out there. But like I said, Bad Baby was young. And I mean, now she's like, what, 23, 22, 23? She's still doing the same thing, and she will continue to do the same thing. But the lesson from all of this is, I think Chief Keef's legacy is real. And this is the thing. She hasn't gone out and really thrown him under the bus yet. I think that time will come. And this is why, like, I did a previous video on Ruby Rose, where I talk about rappers need to be very, very cautious. Rappers need to be terrified because you already did the deed with her while she was underage. So now your entire fate, legacy, reputation is in her mercy, is in her hands. And that's the situation with Bad Baby. And while she hasn't completely gone out to defend Chief Keef or to out Chief Keef and be like, yeah, this guy took advantage of me while I was young, this and that, she is getting closer to that point. Because initially she was just like, nah, it's 20 and 27. What's the problem? I think she was still dealing with them at that time. But now she's saying like, oh, I was 16. And she still covers her mouth a little bit. But we know Chief Keef's hitting her up about this, especially when this starts circulating. So she might get angry at Chief Keef later down the line. Or she might feel that there's an incentive for her to not portray herself as a victim, because legally she was a victim in this scenario. For her to lean into a newer narrative and say, you know what, I was crazy when I was trying to defend him. I was just in love, and there was just this power dynamic. Like, I grew up listening to Chief Keef's music and I was so inspired by him. I loved Chicago. So when he told me to hang out and I was only 15, 16, how could I say no? And then when I went over to his house, you know, like we started doing stuff, and like, you know, we kept doing stuff for years, and I didn't really know that I was being taken advantage of. Like, I had to grow up early because I got thrown into the spotlight and I had a career and I had people to take care of, and I didn't know what I was doing. But now looking back on it, and this is like a 30-year-old Bad Baby we're talking about, most likely that would go through this, or even older, but she got on so young, so that age seems like it. But now, like, that I look back at it, I just don't ever want this to happen to any other young girls that are coming into the industry. Man, she starts doing that, you're cooked, fried, it's a wrap. And some people were saying like, yo, Chief Keef, he really just went to we were saying this, yo, Chief Keef just went to LA and he's in his mansion and he's kicking it. Yeah, he beat all those Chicago guys. Meanwhile, this guy was with the Fountain of Youth, you could call it, like Lazarus Pit from, what is it? Is that Batman? I don't even know. But yeah, he's at the Pit of Lazarus every day with the Fountain of Youth, illegally, with Bad Baby. So maybe that's why he was keeping so quiet. He didn't want anybody to find out about that. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments, especially for Chief Keef fans. Like, yo, how do you... This is the thing. People are saying, or nobody's saying this yet, but Chief Keef cannot be canceled. He has such a strong listener base. I'm not necessarily going to say fan base, a listener base, that they're going to keep listening to his music. The majority of his catalog is independent, so he's going to keep generating money from that. I don't think the guy spends like crazy. So financially, he's going to be fine. The only thing that it will harm is what? Potential sponsors / brand deals, which how many of those does he really have? And I think his legacy and potential to like do bigger things, which I'm not sure he's interested in. So the only thing it can really harm is his legacy and reputation, because you don't want to be seen as, oh yeah, you were that guy that was smashing Bad Baby when she was 16. Yeah. Versus, yo, that's the guy that put drill music on the map. Because people will forget the latter in view of the former, even though both can be true. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. And in the pinned comment of this video, I'll have the one where I talk about Ruby Rose being in a similar situation to Bad Baby and holding secrets for a lot of rappers that I believe in the future, I don't know about the near future, they will be getting exposed. Believe that. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Go to helloyassine.com. Thank you for watching. Peace.